Hey guys, we're gonna do a quick little video over when a deer gets shot in the rain or snow there. And regardless of what that weather is, you always want to watch that animal until it's out of sight. I recommend, or highly recommend, individuals actually taking their cell phone out there and taking a picture or even a video and showing exactly where that deer, the penetration was there, and then where you last saw it, pointing on your camera there and taking, again, those pictures. Because I can promise you, you will find yourself, no matter who you are, where you're at, you will always find yourself in a circumstance at one point in time during your hunting career that you'll find this extremely beneficial there. So another thing is I don't want to be a Debbie Downer here, but I'm gonna be extremely honest. A good shot will always leave a great blood trail. There is no doubt in my mind in regards to that. I've seen a ton of shots that guys will say, or hunters will say, it was a phenomenal shot, the deer should be dead. And come to find out, that deer has traveled 3/4 of a mile to a mile. And you may have thought that that was a great shot, and maybe your entry was perfect, but the exit plays a true role in regards to how good your shot is there. But on that blood trail, even the lightest rain, or sorry, the heaviest rain, if there's a good shot and there's tons of blood, that deer is not going to have any kind of problem for you guys to be finding. And when it comes to snow, you guys have harvested those deer in that snow, and you understand very quickly how far that deer is going to go if you don't see it, lay dead in sight there, just because that entire snow is just covered with blood. So, that's one of the best colors in that snow is red, in my opinion there. But the other couple things to keep in mind is deer will not generally run up a hill after being shot. So you may have a slight elevation there, but those deer, if you're in hill country, those deer aren't going to be coming back down there, especially if they're lethally hit. They know that their body's starting to really shut down in regards to they're feeling something inside, and they should be coming down closer to probably some sort of water source there. And when a deer gets hit like that, and you're finding yourselves in a situation where there is some rain there, and maybe there is starting to be a lot of blood that's washed out, one thing to really start looking at is overturned leaves there. Most of the time when those bucks know that they've gotten hit, or those deer have gotten hit, they will be running, and those leaves may be turned over. So look at those leaves, and then also hoof prints there. I was helping an individual track a deer this year, and he ended up not recovering the deer, but we lost blood for about 120 yards. But what got me back on there is it was a big mature buck. So I isolated the last hoof print I had seen that looked like it was very fresh, and just kept that in my mind as I progressed through there. And we ended up getting through that deer, and we went, I think it was probably close to a mile with this deer, and it just wasn't a lethal hit. I think you just high lunged him there, or single lunged him there. So whether it was a fatal or not, those deer can just run forever. So keep that in mind in regards to, number one is when you do shoot that deer, take that camera out and take a picture of, or your video of where you last saw that deer and where you shot that deer at. I think that will work out very well for you. And then as you progress through your track job, again, the more blood you see, regardless of rain, snow, or just clear vegetation, it should be a very clear sign of where you've got, especially the amount of bubbles in that blood. And then as you progress on your tracking job, if you start losing blood, try to go downhill instead of going uphill there on your first track there. And then the other thing is if you're kind of totally out of luck, start looking at those overturned leaves, and then also your hoof prints, and I think you'll find to at least continue with the blood trail, or the trail that deer made. So hopefully you guys are getting out there in nature. Like always, best luck on your upcoming hunt.